Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. All of the new subscribers, all of the ones that have been coming in, I really appreciate you so much and your support for the channel. I wanted to talk about Young Dolph's album drop today. I would be remiss if I did not talk about, of course, his album dropped today. And it is a long awaited album. It's the first album that has dropped since his assassination. Okay. Um, just for me listening to some of the songs, Getaway definitely jumped out. I want to get away. Like it just, even looking at the video just kind of brings tears to my eyes. Um, I was looking at a little video that Grove Hero has on his page, but definitely you guys, that is a album to stream. We definitely want to run it up for Young Dolph's children, for his family and things of that nature. And just looking at that video, I'm like, when I was looking at, because I was like, it did it drop today? Because I knew I had just did a video on CEO Teasy. I was kind of making fun of him a little bit, but I want to show you all. Um, Hold on.
You know what I mean? But my whole thing, I ain't never want to be the biggest rapper, no none of that shit. I just want to get the money, bro, so I can turn everybody else up. You know what I mean? Cause shit, if I get the money off Young Dolph, Adolph Thorne, it's gonna go turn up everybody. You know what I mean? And make 10 niggas that's way bigger than Young Dolph ever.
It hurts me because those are the types of people that we take out of this world because of jealousy. These young dudes don't realize when they're being used to go and assassinate people like Young Dolph. They use them to assassinate him so that they continuously take advantage of them, right? Whenever you heard Young Dolph speaking, he spoke about being selfless, turning up other people. I was looking at a video of when he was on stage, like right before he died, and he brought out some of his artists. Just seeing his artists, looking at how his eyes lit up when some of his artists and stuff came out. That's a person. Um, Even though he lived big, he did it big. He wanted those young dudes to work hard and appreciate it. Um, and he wanted to help them. That's what he was doing. And so it's a tragedy what happened to him, but today is the opportunity for us to, I'm talking about for his fans, to at least, redeem that a little by, making sure we go and stream his album, running it up to number one, let people know we still, even though you assassinated him, we still messing with him 100. You ain't did nothing. Okay. So just listening to the songs that I've heard, I mean, that dude just hard. He knew the right beats to pick. He was a genius. He was a marketing genius. He was a musical genius. He was a business genius. He just, you know, when people say, well, I know people might say, well, then if he was a genius, why he walk into that cookie shop without any security? Think about people like Young Dolph who, I don't think he took himself that seriously. You know how some of these folks they said move like the president when they ain't the shit, motherfucker. Nobody cares about you. But with Young Dolph, he really didn't take himself, that seriously, and unfortunately, um, people that was jealous and was determined that they was going to take him out of here. I guess they thought it was going to make their lives better. I guess they're seeing now that it's not going to make their lives any better. It's not. They're realizing quickly, and I mean quickly, that they would have just been better off just leaving them alone, letting them floss, letting them shine, letting them help other artists, letting them sign other artists, because of fuck nigga can't sign, and I don't care who it is, every artist in one city, they just can't do it. Gotta take his ass up out of here. Because some people are mentally sick. Yeah, he gone. Now I could be the only person to sign. And I'm just talking about anybody. It can't happen like that because God is not going to allow it to happen like that. And I know sometimes it look like the devil is shining, especially when you know that they have been a part of something. But that is the plan of God. God will allow a person to go up because the higher they go, the more people see them. And the higher they go, the harder they fall. And when they fall and they hit rock bottom, they out for the count. It ain't no recuperation. That's how God do it because he says vengeance is mine. So you have to let them think that they're winning. That's a strategy of God. Let the devil think that they're winning. My dad used to always say that. Don't say that. You have to let them think they're winning. Let them think you're losing. Okay. So keep letting them think they're winning because we know who's going to win in the end. God says, vengeance is mine. And I don't care how much money they think they got or whatever devil they think they got behind them, of whatever camp they have infiltrated or organization. They ain't got all power. They still just mere man. Okay. But Young Dolph's album has dropped today, and I want everybody to go run him up. A true philanthropist. And we see that he is a true philanthropist, and his mentees are doing the exact same thing. Look at what Grove is doing. Truly giving back with his own money. Key Glock giving back to the city that they came up in, you know, the city that helped him in the very beginning with their own money. Okay. So, a tree by the fruit that it bears. Um, Young Dolph was a fruitful tree. And look at what his artist is doing. Key Glock told Grove Hero, get $5,000 worth of toys extra. Do go over $5,000, and I'm gonna give it back to you. So he doing his part, even in and giving back to the city. You know, and I know sometimes it's hurtful because people say, they steady giving back to a city that assassinated Dolph. We didn't assassinate Dolph. There was some haters within a city that loved Dolph, that took that opportunity of him just minding his business one day, having his guards down to assassinate him. But look at where they at, in jail, and the rest of them right going right behind them. Okay. But today is Young Dolph's Day, November 16th, his album. Make sure y'all go and get that. Make sure y'all go and get that. You know, we got to make sure that we support Young Dolph, because in
I ain't never want to
supporting
be
him,
the
we
biggest
support
rapper,
his
no none of that
children.
shit. I just want to get the money, bro, so I can turn everybody else up. Now I mean, cause shit, if I get the money off Young Dolph, Adolph Thorne gonna go turn up everybody. You know what I mean? And make 10 niggas that's way bigger than Young Dolph ever was.
I promise you, that's a true heart of a philanthropist. And sometimes having that type of heart will get you messed over. I identify with him so much, with us both being Leos, because I have the same type of heart. And having that big heart can get you messed over so much. Although I believe that the dudes that was around him was true. These were haters, regardless to how people try to flip it, because a lot of these folks be paid. Okay, regardless to how they try to flip it, the people who had a history of trying to take him out finally did it. Okay, they was just bloodthirsty, but it's going to cost them, because God, Young Dolph was one of God's chosen ones. Okay, and I know a lot of time people say, and I'm not trying to get into preaching or anything like that. Well, he did what he was supposed to do, and God wanted him to come home. Those niggas that shot him wasn't God. They interrupted his life. Okay, Satan interrupted his life, but God still made it good. He said, "You meant it for bad, but I'm gonna make it good." And so these ones that still out, ain't no need in getting mad at me or getting mad at nobody else. Y'all made that decision to go and do that to that young man because y'all couldn't hold that jealousy back. You couldn't control those emotions. Okay, you couldn't control them. And so you took him out. But through his music, his legacy will live on. We get to hear him. He left a blueprint behind. He did a lot of interviews, giving out the blueprint. One trying to hold nothing back, one trying to hold nobody back. Just signing dudes in the hood, which was driving somebody crazy. I don't know who it was, but in the end, they're gonna wish they had controlled it. Okay. But that's all he was doing. You heard him say, I just want to turn other dudes up. Okay. Because he got a lot of gratification out of giving back. So we got to give back to him because that supports his children. That was, he loved those kids more than anything. And that album is banging. So we got to make sure we share his album, go turn him up. Go turn it up. Turn it up, make it number one. Let them niggas know. We got to let them know. We talk that talk and we walk that walk. We talk about Young Dolph. We talk about him in the vlogs. We making money off talking about him in the vlogs. And we're gonna go and give back to his children. We're gonna go and stream his stuff, stream it, run him up, share all of his stuff. That's how we do it. That's how we get back at the devil. Okay. By consistently running him up. Okay. And consistently praying for a speedy justice in totality. Okay. In totality, and letting the police, which means we pray for the people that are investigating the case, that God quickens their spirit so that they can see and hear and get everything moving that was involved in this. Okay. But in the meantime, his album dropped today, and we got to make sure that we support Young Dolph. Definitely the King of Memphis. Run him up. Run him up. That dude was doing some good things for Memphis. He was taking some dudes off of the street. Okay. And the good thing about it was he wanted to make them earn it. You have to work hard for it because he got it out the mud. Okay. What a legacy to leave behind. What a legacy to leave behind. Still left the blueprint for the young dudes that want to do it right. That's how you do it. Independent money is the way to go. I don't care what devil has been put in front of you to say put a machine behind you. Independence is the way to go, okay? Young Dolph did it. He left that blueprint, and his artists are continuing that, okay? They continuing that because he instilled that in him. And so that's why we got to keep running them up, okay? So make sure y'all go and cop. Hold on. Let me see. I want to go to his page right quick so y'all can see. Let's see, Young Dolph. I see Grove Hero page already up to 20K. Shout out to Grove Hero. Way to go. That's how we do it. As my grandmother used to say, ain't nobody God but God. Okay. Um, Here it is, right here. Paper Route Frank. Okay. Paper Route Frank. This is like his album roster. And I promise you, I want to Getaway is like one of my favorites. He's got features with 2 Chainz, a song with Key Glock, a song with Gucci Mane, a song with Moochie Grape and Snoop Bands. Um, so make sure y'all go and run him up. Yeah, we gotta run him up. Okay, there you go, right there. There he goes, right there. Still leaving a legacy behind. That's the video I want to get away. He's exiting. They thought they killed him, but they couldn't hold him down. Just like when they thought they had killed Jesus because he was doing miraculous things, it ain't nothing changed. It's still demonic forces. They walk around just like it was back in the Bible days. They couldn't even hold Jesus in the grave, and they can't hold. They killed Dolph, but they still can't hold him down. It gives them some type of gratification knowing that he's not here, but now they're being reminded that he's still here. He's just in another dimension, and he's spinning on them. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my yard man out there that's cutting my grass out there in my yard, but he's still spinning. Okay, he's still spinning. And I'm believing now that they wishing that they had just left him in this dimension because he's got more power over them now that they can't touch and control. Because once they killed him, they ain't have no more control. He got the control now. Okay, and he's come back for his revenge. But in the meantime, we got to do our part and run him up. His album dropped today. Okay, and the only thing that they killed was his body. You could never kill the soul and the spirit. Okay. Okay. But, anyways, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.